Well, hello and welcome back to Can It Beat A Glock? Well, we're going to find out today if the FN509 can take the punishment. We're going to throw this thing around, we're going to get this thing dirty with sand, this sandy red clay nastiness, and we're going to test its durability. So if you want to know if this one can hold its weight against the Glock, stick around. You're going to find out. Today, we've got the Glock 45 here, and we've got a Gen 6, and we've got the FN509 here. This is the compact version here. The grips on these two are about the same size, even though they're both, compact, or, well, the Glock 45 is like the crossover pistol with the full-size grip and the 4-inch slide, and the FN is about the same way here as far as the grip goes. I've got a pretty full grip on this as well, looking at these two guns. All right. So on the differences here on these guns, the texture on both of these guns is really good. The FN texture is really good. In fact, I think it's a little better than the Glock texture actually. So it should be pretty good to grip there once this thing gets all nasty and dirty. The trigger on this is kind of about the same. It's not the best trigger in the world, but it's definitely usable. I can see here the gap between the slide and the frame. There is some gap there that you can see, and it's a little bit more than the Glock, but very similar. What do I think this thing's gonna do? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I have a feeling it's gonna perform about the same as the Glock, but of course I said that about the HK, and you can watch that video right here. What we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to put a couple mags through this and shoot this just to show you it's already working before I start throwing this thing around the sand to test its durability. As far as the Glock goes, you can check the previous videos here, episode 1, episode 2, and you can see here that the Glock fired before 2 different sand tests, and afterwards cleaning it, taking it apart, it functions perfectly well. Today we're going to find out what this thing can do. So welcome to episode 3 of Can It Beat A Glock? Let's go ahead and get to it. As you can see, the old FN509 just ran. It ran great, and it shot really well. And as far as the grip goes, that grip is awesome. That grip texture is great. Really holds your hands well. Pretty aggressive though, so there's that. So if you shot this a lot, I don't know if you like shooting it a ton, but I do like the big buttons here on the mag release, and they're ambidextrous as well. You got them on both sides here. I really like that. Your slides lock is ambidextrous. Your buttons are ambidextrous as well. Really awesome there. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We're gonna see if this thing remains durable and combat ready after smashing this thing around in the sand. Let's get to it. While I'm throwing this around, I want YouTube to know this is safe. There is no round in the chamber. Ooh, that took a nose hit there. Ooh, oh man, I got some nice mud on it. I'll tell you all, this slide on this gun, it is, oh man, that is, looks like it just kicked back there. Man, all right. Oh, well, I do have to let that go forward just for safety purposes. All right, back at it. Oh man, getting nasty there. I'll tell you, that slide is really smooth on this gun for a striker fired gun. When you rack this slide back, it's actually pretty smooth, surprisingly. Also, the brass pattern on this thing, it throws brass out in a pretty good little spot there where it's pretty consistent. I didn't see that on the VP9X either. Oh, let's give it a back throw. Ooh, it's getting nasty, y'all. That clay is rough. Well, it kind of did it again. I'll show this to y'all here. It's kind of sitting back from the slide now already. So, all right. All right, let's go ahead and do it one more time here. And let's go ahead and cover this thing in sand. See how it does here. Oh man. Drop that mag there and this thing go forward. I don't want any rounds getting in there. Oh boy. Well, I don't know, y'all. It did this twice where it did this, well, I guess y'all might be able to see it here on my POV cam here, where it's not going all the way back. But you know what? Who cares? Let's do it anyway. This nasty old sand here. Y'all can see the orange in this. It is just loaded up with clay as well out here on my range. It is nasty sandy and nasty clay out here. We got the red clay areas. Ooh, man. All right, y'all. I think that'll about do it there. It's got quite a bit of sand in it. It's got so much sand in it, it doesn't want to close up. So I'm going to go ahead and rack this thing back and we're going to see what it can do. But I have a feeling that it's not going to fire. I could be wrong. Yeah. It is not going into battery, y'all. Drop that mag there. Let's get that round out of there. All right. So, first test here with that. We kind of did have a fail there, because it wasn't fireable after throwing it around. But I'm not super concerned about that necessarily. I want to see if, you know, we can get this thing back operable and firing with just quick action. And that's what we did, just pull it out and gave it some quick action here. All right, so it's loaded and it's nasty here. I'll show it to y'all one more time here. This thing it is gross, okay? You can see on this gun, compared to like the VP9X and the Glock as well, that the grip texture is much more aggressive on this. I'll say aggressive as much as it is just larger texture. It is really grippy, like the Glock texture, but it does hold a lot of dirt and sand because the texture is so tall. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and get this thing. Let's see how it fires. Oh, I can't even see through the sights. Looks like the FN beat the HK. Woohoo! Let's go ahead and run one more mag through it. Oh, it's gummed up, I'll tell you that. Perfect. And we did have to lock, it didn't lock back on the last round, but it did fire all of the rounds, as you can see here. A little bit of smoke rolling out of there. But this, it did very well. We beat it up pretty good. It did get pretty nasty with the sand and the clay there, as you can see, stuck on the grip here. But it ran good. No problem at all. In fact, I don't know, it's almost a draw here on this because with the Glock, when I did that Glock 17 test here, durability test here on this thing, and it got loaded up with sand, it fired every time, no problems, no issues. But this, I did have to drop the mag, pull it back and rack it, but I had to do that with the Glock 19 as well. But it still fired, and this one did too. The difference is this one here actually fired both mags with no issues on the FN509. So it did very well. So what's the final verdict here? Well, the Glock platform did about as well as this did. This one here actually fired better, but it didn't fire flawlessly. I did have to clear that out first before I could fire it, so it still had a bit of a hiccup, but it did perform well. I'll have to call this one, I think I might have to say that it's a draw on this. They both fired. You can tell me in the comments if you think it's a draw or not, if you've seen the other episodes here. episode 1 and 2. But in episode 3 with this FN509, it did really well. I like the grip texture. I really like the ambidextrous everything on it. The slide on this is actually really smooth for a striker fired gun. And I'll tell you, the trigger actually, it's really not that bad. It's definitely better than the Glock trigger. Durability-wise, I gotta call it a draw. They both fired, and they both took a lot of abuse. If you like this kind of content, please support my channel and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all the subscribers I have right now. And with that, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay frosty, and we'll catch you in the next one.